Are you dealing with lower back pain and nothing seems to help? Maybe it got better at one point, but what can you do if the pain comes back again and again? Well, I've done some research to find out some solutions that really work on the long term. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the 4 best lower back pain treatments. Just keep in mind that these treatments aren't common. You probably tried all of those without much success. Instead, they're mostly natural remedies that very few people know about. So if you want to find out these secrets, stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm Olly from mysupplementadvice.com and I'm doing health tutorials, guides, and supplement reviews on this channel. So hit the subscribe button below if you want to get all my free advice. This guide is available in a more detailed version on my website and you have the link right into the description. But today, it's all about treating your lower back pain. So let me show you what I'm gonna be covering in this video guide. I'm gonna get right to the topic with these 4 treatments I promised, and I've also got a bonus for you in the end. I will tell you which of these 4 is the best remedy for your type of lower back pain, depending on the cause behind it. So stay with me until the end if you want me to help you choose the best treatment for your lower back pain. This being said, let me show you which is the first alternative treatment from my list. The remedy I'm going to begin with is a combination between glucosamine and camphor. So, how does these 2 ingredients help? Well, glucosamine is the only ingredient that can repair cartilage damage and reduce inflammation. Many cases of lower back pain are caused by arthritis or cartilage damage. So, glucosamine is my top recommendation for cases like this. What about camphor? Well, it has an instant effect when it comes to numbing pain, so it can literally take your pain away within minutes. What you need to know is that glucosamine works on the long term, while camphor has a short-term effect. So until glucosamine starts treating the cause behind your pain, camphor will keep you pain-free. That's why this combination is one of my secrets when it comes to lower back pain relief. Now, how can you use glucosamine and camphor? Well, glucosamine comes as both powder and pills, but pills have by far the best effect. They have better absorption, higher doses, stronger effect, and so on. So in this case, I strongly recommend using glucosamine supplements. To tell you honestly, I looked into more than 30 different joint supplements, and by far the best one I found is called Joint Support Plus from Nuzena. It has the same high quality as many other products but a much lower price. So from this point of view, it's by far the best glucosamine supplement I know. I have a detailed review on that supplement where I teach you how to get it for much less than it actually costs. So check the info button from the right or the link from the description below this video. As for camphor, it has a local effect, so it works best when it's used as a cream. My top recommended camphor cream is a product called mentholatum, and that's because it has higher doses and it combines camphor with menthol, so the overall effect is much stronger. The second remedy from this list is a combination of apple cider vinegar and diet. Now, you surely know that some foods can impact your lower back pain. For instance, sugars and fast food can increase inflammation, so your back pain can worsen. And on the other hand, green veggies like spinach or celery, they can have the opposite effect. But diet alone isn't going to help your back pain much. At most, it can prevent it from worsening, but it will never cure it. And that's exactly where apple cider vinegar comes into play. This natural drink has lots of back pain sufferers that swear by it. That's because it seems to be helpful against inflammation and chronic swelling, which are some usual causes of lower back pain. So, how can you combine diet with apple cider vinegar correctly? Well, first of all, try to give up soda, sugars, and all kinds of fast food for about a week or 2. I know that's not very simple, but just think that it's a really short period of time. In these weeks, start consuming a special recipe made from 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar. It doesn't really matter the brand, just make sure that it's organic. And try to dilute that into 8 ounces of water. Drink this mixture once a day for at least 1 week, and you should see some improvements. The third remedy I'm going to be sharing with you is a mix of topical and oral turmeric. And if you ask me, this herb is actually a very underestimated remedy because despite being simple, it has an amazing power. Turmeric is probably the best herb I know against inflammation, and it's one of my top remedies for pain. Unfortunately, it's such a shame that very few people know about it and actually use it. Now, how can you use turmeric as a treatment for your lower back pain? First of all, I strongly recommend taking it by mouth as supplement. That's because turmeric has a very poor absorption normally, so lots of supplements contain absorption boosters. These ingredients can increase turmeric absorption dramatically by up to 2000%. That's why turmeric has a much better effect when taken as pills than externally. Now, I looked into lots of different turmeric supplements, and by far the best one I found was a product from Vita Balance called Turmeric Curcumin Plus. It has by far the lowest price for the quality, so it's much cheaper than other supplements that contain absorption boosters, which is an essential aspect for every turmeric supplement. I actually made a review on this product, and you can find it into the info box from the right corner or into the description below. Anyway, in cases of lower back pain, I also recommend using turmeric topically, additionally to supplements. And here's how to do that. Mix a few tablespoons of turmeric powder with water until it becomes pretty much like a paste. It shouldn't be too thick, but it shouldn't be too liquid either. Apply this paste on your painful spot, rub it using your fingers, and let it sit for a couple of minutes. This should help with the pain on the short term, while turmeric supplements work on the long term. So if you use turmeric both topically and orally, the effect should be much better overall. And the last treatment from my list combines the ever-recommended exercising with a much less famous remedy, heat. Now, exercising increases the blood flow in your back, thus increasing mobility, flexibility, and even pain tolerance. But I know that exercising is really hard when you're in pain, and this is why I prefer to recommend an easier alternative compared to all the guides you can find on the internet. After doing some research, I realized that moving around or walking has pretty much the same benefits for your back as exercising itself. Just think about it. Walking also increases flexibility, mobility, it gives you extra strength, and it increases your blood flow. But it's a lot easier to do than yoga, stretches, or whatever. Now, if you can exercise for real, if you can run, if you can stretch or practice yoga, I really advise you to do that. But if you can, walking is still good enough because it's still some sort of movement, right? So make sure to walk inside or outside your house every day, but just as much as you can. As for the heat therapy, this is one of the secrets I discovered against stiffness. That's because stiffness is a very common problem when you're dealing with lower back pain, especially after you wake up. So using a heating pad or a hot bottle directly onto your stiff back immediately after waking up will help you reduce the stiffness considerably. Sometimes it goes away even twice faster than before. That's why heat is an essential tip you should keep in mind when you're dealing with lower back stiffness. Now, I remember I promised you a bonus, right? It's about choosing the best treatment for your personal case of lower back pain. So here's the thing. If you have a diagnosis of arthritis and you know that this is causing your lower back pain, then glucosamine and camphor cream, the first remedy from my list, is the best treatment for you. If your back pain is caused by inflammation, if your back feels swollen, it feels warm and red, then either turmeric or apple cider vinegar plus diet are the best treatments. You can either pick one of them or use them together. And lastly, if your lower back pain is caused by stiffness, if you have a hard time moving around and you feel like your back is really bothering you, then the last remedy, exercising and heat therapy, is my top recommendation for you. But what if your lower back pain is caused by something else? Or what if you have absolutely no idea what's causing it? In this case, please leave a comment below with your symptoms, your medical history, your diagnosis if you have one, and anything else that you think it's relevant for your back pain, and I will get back to you with my recommendations, and I will try to help you and tell you which of these treatments would suit you best. I might not be able to help you much, but I will surely do my best, so I'm waiting for your comments below. And once again, these treatments are mostly alternative remedies and they do not replace medical advice. I do not recommend giving up your prescription treatment, your doctor's appointment, or simply not visiting a doctor just for the sake of trying these remedies, because you can try them together with your prescription treatment. But I really trust that these natural remedies would help you, especially on the long term, because they are really cheap, very easy to try, so they are completely worth the shot. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button below and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with all my free advice. That was pretty much all for today. Thank you for watching my review and hopefully it was helpful.